Hey, this is JD from MINDFREAK, back here in Long Island, New York, at the new expanded Revolution Motors. These guys are doing 7 of my cars, nut and bolt body-off restorations, in which 3 are going to be presented at the GM show at Carlisle. I also hand-picked 2 barn finds along with the shop. Total of 5 rare, unique cars that are going to be presented, unveiled, at the June GM show at Carlisle 2011. But for now, let's go inside and check out the progress. Here we are, inside the almost 20,000 square foot new building here at Revolution Motors. It's been almost 1 month since we last took a look at my cars. Let's go see what's going on. Let's check it out. Here we are, guys, inside Revolution Motors in Long Island, New York. I want to introduce you to my friends and the guys that run this place. We got Brian Lipschitz here. Brian, the president of Revolution Motors. Thanks for having us, Brian.
Thank you very much.
And we also have Ron Gruber, partner and also head mechanic. Ron, thanks for having us here. Appreciate it. And Gary Lockel, who helps me out with my personal cars and runs them for me. We want to introduce and describe to you the 5 cars that are going to be unveiled at the GM show at Carlisle this June. First, we have my 57 Vet here. I'm going to ask Ron. Ron, can you tell us what is unique and specific about this car, and what's rare about this car that we have the honor of unveiling it?
Well, it was a rare find. We weren't sure what we had until we got it, and sure enough, we found that its color combinations of the blue family with a red interior and silver coat car, it being a complete power car from engine to windows to power top, positive traction differential. The car has got all options, wow, which we did not expect when the car came in.
So I did good, not knowing when I first bought the car, really how many options and how rare this car was until you took it apart and dissected it and became a doctor, right? We didn't know this when I first bought it.
Had no clue. We did lift the body today.
Yeah, so tell us what happened with that.
Unbelievable scenario on where when the body came off, of course, the first thing I want to see is if numbers are matching. Person that put the car together happened to put a rubber block right over your serial number on the frame, and it looks like it was done today.
Here we have a very unique barn find, very rare, that I'm honored to present with Brian and the team, that we found this car in Pennsylvania, and why and how we're going to present it at the GM show, Carlisle, this June. Brian, can you give us a synopsis of what happened? How did we find this car in Pennsylvania? What makes it so rare and so cool that we're going to present it at the show at GM at the Carlisle?
First off, it's a 1966 big block coupe, which in itself is just a find. All numbers matching. I spent probably about an hour on the phone with Ron going over all the numbers on the car, making sure
everything's cool and
exactly
matches.
And then I reached out to you and
right,
told you about the car and thought this would be a great another presentation for us to bring to Carlisle.
The key is that it's a big block car,
right,
which in '66 everybody knows. In the beginning of the year, they were rated at 450 horse, and then they had to step it and downplay it, so it became a 4 1/4 horse. That was the freak factor of the big block in '66. Also, that it had a rare color of Laguna Blue.
Okay.
And a true muscle car.
4-speed
no
car.
Options.
No
options.
Just a
muscle car. It's lived in Pennsylvania its whole life.
That's why this car, this Vet, is going to be presented at Carlisle this June 2011. As you can see, the 69 Vet is body off the frame. Came out immaculate, the frame. This car is going to be also unveiled at the GM show at Carlisle this June. Guys, what's so unique about this car that we're going to be presenting it at Carlisle?
It's 1969, big block,
right,
again, another big block, which makes it very desirable. Red, black interior, 4-speed, pure muscle. It is a local barn find,
right,
1 owner car that we picked up with the original bill of sale.
And also
all numbers matching.
Right. Broadcast sheet, which is immaculate.
Tri-power.
Right, tri-power.
And again, I can't say enough about all the numbers matching on the car.
The key to the whole car in this project is that it is 100% original. It is a 1 owner. It is the most popular color there is, and that it's in perfect shape for a full-blown restoration.
Like the 66. The 66 and the 69 are both going to have the same complete restoration. Matter of fact, all 5 cars are going to completely be a nut and bolt body-off restoration to bring it back the same way they were born.
Exactly, JD. Nut and bolt is a critical factor
Right.
here.
Resto, we'll also put on the rotisserie, some of them, right?
Exactly, but nut and bolt is the key because we restore nuts and bolts, we just don't buy them.
We don't buy them, we take the pure, exact bolt that came from the manufacturer, and you do what with it?
We refinish them in whatever plating that needs to be done,
Right.
and we duplicate exactly the way the car was built.
As if she was born 50,
Today.
30, 20 years later today. That's why this car, plus the other 4, are going to be presented at the GM show at Carlisle this June 2011.
Hey JD, I know this Vette is very special for you, right? It's a '69 Vette,
Right.
and you've had it for 31 years. Your
Yeah.
dad gave it to you. You
Yeah.
must be really excited about bringing this baby back. You got
Yeah.
a lot of memories, I'm sure.
Yeah, my dad got it for me 31 years ago, so it does bring back a lot of sentimental memories, and I'll never ever sell this one. Absolutely not.
I didn't think you would.
Yeah, so.
And here we have the opportunity that we're going to restore it and bring it back to the way his father actually purchased it for him. And in the interim of us doing the car, we have found that from old school builders, we may find some information, finding that there were some pretty interesting people that built this car back in '69. And in further notice, we'll give you more information on that, and as the progression goes on the job. So it's an honor to be able to do that and know that it's been with your family and that you'll be able to see it the way Dad gave it to you.
There's nothing more I can say, Ron. Gary, thanks. That's you hit it on the head, man. Hey guys, I remember going to Brooklyn. I always wanted a '57 Bel Air convertible, and it took so long to find this car. Remember going to Brooklyn? And all 3 of us went and going through that crazy traffic and nuts. And we found this car. You went underneath and went crazy trying to say yay and nay to me and why I should or shouldn't buy this car. And after we ended up buying it. We brought it back to the shop and we dissected it and really went through it and found some really cool things about the car. What's so
Well,
cool about the car?
that's what's starting the story between a one-man owner that has the 257 Cherys that everybody wants, a Corvette and a Bel Air convertible. Just so happens they were built in 2 parts of the country, 2 weeks apart, happen to be in the Blue family together, and both cars are fully optioned. Cars are power steering, power brake, power top, power back car, almost in comparison to his Corvette, and the man owns both of them. And we're doing them both at the same time so he can go and show them.
At the GM show, yeah. And what's cool about this, I didn't know about this, but it has a special interior, a custom deluxe
Custom
interior, 2 colors.
two-tone interior to go along with all its other options.
Right. And Gary, I remember we were packing the truck up, and
I was shaking my head.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, all these parts. And
Ron said he could do a nice nut and bolt restoration on this car, and I was like, oh no. But here we are.
Yeah, and it's coming out really, and I wasn't crazy about the color initially, remember?
We weren't even going to do the color, but until I dissected it and said that the person that we're purchasing it from was doing it in the wrong color, and I gave him a color shot of what the real color was,
By
we
code,
decided to
actual
go
color, right.
with correct codes and correct numbers again with this car.
Yeah, and again, I'm honored to present, unveil 5 unique, rare cars at the GM show this June 2011 at Carlisle. Be there.